Hey y'all, it's your girl Keitha. I am in a very like like a mood where there's some realization and shit in my life right now. And mainly because I've just viewed the movie For Colored Girls. I was bored today, running errands, went to Walmart as usual, grocery shopping like I was a fat ass, and I was like, hey, let me get a new movie. Got a new movie, got For Colored Girls. Been meaning to see it since it dropped in movie theaters, never got a chance to get it. So bang boom pow, bought the movie, watched the movie, and now I'm here with y'all speaking on it. I'm very surprised that my eyes are still some kind of shade of white right now, because this movie had put me through, it wasn't even a roller coaster, it was just like, it was a steady ass like trail of shit in this movie, and not in a bad way, but it was just a lot. Every character was going through some kind of drama in their life, and it was just like, I was taken aback, to say the least. I encourage people to go see this movie because I kind of walked into it in this mood where I'm not going through the worst of shit, but sometimes you go through stuff in your life and you're just like, Lord, when is it gonna get better? I came into this movie and there's about 9 characters in this movie, and there's a star-studded cast. We got Janet Jackson, Whoopi Goldberg, Felicia Rashad, who I love, okay? We have Thandie Newton. We have a new girl who I don't know her name, so I have to get that and put it underneath somewhere so you have to look her up. She did pretty good. We got Kerry Washington, Loretta Devine, who I freaking love. She was in she was in Waiting to Exhale as well. Some other great ass movies. One of my favorite movies that she was in that you should also check out is My Funny Valentine. It was like a made straight for TV movie, but it was like one of the best movies that I feel like she's ever been in. Have you ever seen that? She'll let me know. Check it out. Most of the characters live in the same building. Some of them live away, and we all get a peek into their life and pretty much all the stuff that they're going through. And some of the characters are just going through it, like really, like you just be wanting to pray that the next scene there's some good shit just happened for them in their life. And I'm coming at y'all because I kind of want to give my view on how I felt after I watched this movie. Like I mentioned before, I'm very surprised my eyes have some shade of white in them still, because this movie was very emotional, realistic. I cannot sit here and say that I've been through anything that those characters have been through personally, but it made me step off of my innocence. It made me stand off of my hurt and realize that shit could be worse, kind of. As I don't know if that sounds bad, because sometimes people say that and you're just like, well, it could be worse. But this movie, like, honestly, like, the stuff that I'm going through right now is not even in comparison of what the characters are. And this is fictional characters, but still, the acting was so good that you, like, felt for them. Like, you really did. And I don't want to give a review because I don't want to give too much to anyone. I just want to recommend this movie to anybody that may or may not be going through something in their life. I recommend this to the poet because this movie is very poetic, and a lot of the scenes are between the characters. Like, for instance, I say one scene, I won't tell you what it's about, but there's a scene between Thandie Newton's character and Whoopi Goldberg, who are mother and daughter in the movie, who, it's a beautiful ass poem. But I am kind of dorky and I have to look at movies with subtitles sometimes. So I did that, and just the script, the writers, the actors, the whole cast, like, did an outstanding job on this movie. And I really just want to shout out Tyler Perry and Janet Jackson, the whole cast, Whoopi Goldberg, Felicia Rashad, Kimberly, Kerry Washington, Thandie Newton, all of them, like, they played the shit out of their roles in this movie and drove me to tears. And I'm not talking just a single tear rolling down your eye. I mean, down your cheek. I'm talking about, like, weeping, like, covering the face, and, like, just bunches and bunches and bunches of tears. There was a scene in the movie, and it wasn't even the scene. For my folks who have seen it, it was a more subtle scene, where Kerry Washington's character's in the car waiting on Kimberly's character to come outside because she wanted to talk to her. And this what Kimberly Elise was doing. That scene really touched me. I just couldn't imagine. I just, like, God forbid me ever be in that situation. I wouldn't know what to do. Like, I wouldn't know. And this movie brings up a lot of those situations type deals. Like, I wouldn't know what I would do if I was in those situations. And watching how beautifully handled each situation is between each character shows a lot of strength. That movie just really touched me. And not to ramble like I can, I want to end this. I just want to recommend this movie to anybody that thinks they're going through something, to anybody that feels like they can't go on, to anybody that, you know, it's for that person. It's for the person that feels like they can't go on, for the person that feels like they just lost their way and they just can't make it. And I really think that this movie is for them. Sipping on some wine and the Kleenex on standby. That's what I recommend this for. This movie made me hate Michael Ealy, and I never thought I could hate Michael Ealy because it's my baby daddy. Like, how could I ever? Go watch For Color Girls. Let me know how y'all feel about it, and post, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, add me on Facebook, all that other shit. But for reals, go look at the movie, and hopefully you enjoyed it the way I enjoyed it.